Today we are here. I'm Tony Gonzalez from This is Rock, and today we are going to talk to Zaher Zorgatti from Myrath, who is going to release a new CD. Tell me, Zaher, how are you?
Thank you so much. Hola to all our Spanish fans. And thank you, Tony, for having the time to interview me. I'm very happy, very excited about the new album and about the new release of the new songs. Yes, yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah.
Perfect. And you are home?
I'm at my home in Sus.
Perfect, perfect. So we are
Tunisia.
here because next February, Myrath release a new CD called Karma.
Yes.
The people who have listened to this CD in advance, the people from the press, say it's very different. What do you think about these opinions?
It's completely right. It's very different, but it's still Myrath. It's completely different because at the past we used to play very oriental scales, oriental mood, oriental flow, oriental atmosphere. Through 20 years, 5 albums of the same scales, the same mood, the same atmosphere, the same thing. As musicians, maybe there's journalists and the professionals they don't understand so much the artist inside the artist, because 20 years doing the same thing with love, of course, it's a little bit boring, and we have much more than oriental scales to show to the fans and to make and to play music and to invent new horizons and to discover new atmospheres, a new universe, new horizons. And those horizons comes from our influences, from Ronnie James Dio, from Queen, from Dream Theater, from Metallica, from whatever, Why should we stick to only one, one way to go, one only minor scale? Because this album is completely different. This album is, for me, is a new, fresh breath of air. Fresh breath of new air to all the members, because we put all our influences of our childhood influences, listening to the metal and to the rock, into this album, but with the soul of Myrath. It's like cooking. It's like making a dish, and after tasting the first spoon, you will taste the aftertaste. And in this, you will not feel the taste in your face, like completely directly. No, you will feel it in the aftertaste. And that's with this new album, you feel the Myrath side, the Myrath atmosphere in the aftertaste. So this is a new song, new songs, a new freshness. It's so fresh. It's not like the old Myrath. I'm not saying that the old Myrath is bad. No, it's good, but it's fresh. This one is really, really, really important for us to discover new horizons. As I said, a new way to compose, a new way to write. Yeah.
But for example, for the people who are fans of the Myrath forever, the past Myrath, we must say that they still are the catchy choirs, and they still have some part of the progressive touch. But I think that in this new recording, the progressive touch is lighter than in the past.
Yes.
There are still songs that words are falling or carry on, and moments here and there, but there are songs that are really different. Tell me, how did you conceive the whole album?
The whole album, we conceived it We wanted something new, we wanted something fresh. I told Kevin I'm fed up with all this oriental and oriental scales. I mean, not the progressive side. The progressive side, you can feel it. There is in some parts of some songs, there is still progressive side. Like, for example, the new song that we released today, Child of Prophecy. There is like it's progressive. It's a complete progressive sound music song. It comes with the piano, and then it goes with the riff, progressive riff, and then deliberation and salvation with the very airy, spacey chorus. It's progressive. It's still progressive, but it's a new way to make progressive. Sorry, it's a new way to make progressive. So what I want to say is that we started from the COVID period. When started COVID, we were on the road, and we stopped in Germany. We stopped when COVID came, we stopped the tour in Germany, and then after that, we went to Paris, and from Paris they blocked and they stopped all roads, and we had to go from Paris to Saint-Rémy, south of France, near to Marseille. And we went from Paris to Saint-Rémy, hiding in a van, in the back of the van. 5 people with the instruments, with our instruments and backline and stuff, inside the van from Paris to the south. So it was such a funny journey. And then we arrived to Saint-Rémy, where Kevin lives, and we stayed 3 months in Kevin's house, and we started composing and writing songs from scratches. And you know, as I said before, you know, it's a bunch of influences that you have in your childhood, from rock, progressive, metal, even Tunisian songs, Arabian, Andalus songs, some of Japanese influences, Asian influences, and all this kind of information led us to this album, led us to create those melodies. That's why for me, this is the most important album of my career and of our career, because it's so diverse. There is no song like the other. I mean, every song has its own typical mood and atmosphere and universe. So that's why for me, this is the most diverse album, the most researched album. It's not the most progressive, yes, I agree with you. Unfortunately, for the lovers of progressive metal, but we have to conquer new fans. We have to conquer new festivals. We have to conquer new horizons. When I say conquer, it's not to conquer in a war, but I say conquer, I mean, and musically talking, of course. We cannot, if unfortunately, and you know it more than me, Tony, if you keep doing progressive, pure progressive music, you will only play progressive festivals, and the progressive festivals are really tiny, really small, not big, and you will do forever, you will stay in your level, you will not progress. The only band will play big festivals is Dream Theater, because it's Dream Theater. Yeah. That's the only band. Have you seen Symphony X? Have you seen, I don't know, other bands grown up? They have grown through the years and by playing many big festivals. Only Dream Theater and the progressive side. All the other bands like Myrath, Symphony X, Camelot, Epica, they are still in their level of capacity of people. We were just playing with Camelot, And from 10 years before, they were playing bigger how to say, bigger events, bigger venues than what we played with them in 1 year ago. I still love Camelot. I love them so much. They have a great musicians, great voice. Tommy is a good friend of mine, as I said. And we are all trying to do music to reach more people and to be more versatile, to be more universal. Because the progressive side, but not forgetting the progressive side, of course. But if you do only progressive, you will die. You will die, man. The industry will kill you.
When we talked to Anis Uwini in 2020, he told us that during the lockdown, the band will write and record new material.
Yes.
Now, you are telling me that this is the result of this moment. But tell me, do you start working on the songs and then you need to rearrange the song, rearrange the song to make it more wider?
Yeah, it kept us 2 years writing the album. We started from the COVID, from the lockdown, you know, from the lockdown. It started from the lockdown, all the lockdown. 3 months in Kevin's house, and then everyone went to his home, and then we make correspondence. We send each other memos and melodies and riffs and stuff, you know, through 2 years of lockdown. And then Kevin came to Tunisia. We stayed here. We tried to rearrange a little bit. Some of us went to record guitars and basses in Kevin's studio in Saint-Rémy, then get back. Then myself, I went with Kevin to Jacob Hansen's studio in Denmark, and we recorded the voices and the drums and the mixing and mastering. What else? I was supervising the Oriental arrangement here in Tunisia. I was supervising the quartet, the quartio of violins here to record. So yeah, it's a huge task, you know, to do this album. It's not easy at all.
There is something that now that you tell me, when I listen to the CD, that you are using real musician in the strings.
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
of course.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, actually, there were 4 of them, and on the strings, and there were 2 supervisors. I was the main supervisor. I wanted to such thing or such intonation, for example. But in the quartet, there were 2 very famous and big names in Tunisia and the Arab world. It was Khaled Kalbousi and Riyad Ben Ammar. Riyad, like Riyad Mahrez, the player of football player. So Riyad Ben Ammar and Khaled Kalbousi, they are both professors. They are both professors of musicology in the Institute of Musicology of Tunisia. So they were also supervising the whole quartet of violins. So I recorded here in Tunisia in the studio of Mr. Khaled. We recorded the violins together. Then I sent the files to Kevin, and Kevin put the files into a Dropbox and sent it to Mr. Jacob Hansen. And then from then we tried to mix everything while I was going to sing and play and record the drums into the studio of Jacob Hansen. It was quite long and exciting journey.
Yes, but Zaher, the first single was Heroes. Why did you take this song as a single?
to tell you the truth, the label wanted that song because it's so simple and delivers a very good chorus, very emotional chorus, and it speaks about every situation of war conflicts, you know, or everyday's hero. Because when I wrote the song, I thought not only about the war, I thought about everyday heroes. I thought about, you know, the forest fire in Spain, in Portugal, in France, and in California. Those normal human beings that they were trying to help each other, you know, as citizens. They were the superheroes. They didn't need superheroes. They were the heroes because they needed each other. They helped each other. And at war, it's the same thing. If you see the war, if you see somebody occupying some place, for example, like in Ukraine or in Palestine or whatever in the war, and you don't say the truth, for me, it's not human, you know. If you see people killing people, each other, you have to see that it's not good. Like, for example, like right now in Israel and Palestine, there are people killed in Israel. There are people now, more people killed in Palestine. So we have to say that no to killing. We have to say no to war. Both sides, you know, both sides. And for me, this song is very important because it shows the humanitarian side of each one.
Very interesting, Zoher. And when I listen to the CD, to me, the most different song is the Empire. And tell me, yes, how the band approached to this song?
Actually, the Empire, it's about human nature, and it speaks about how to preserve human nature and how to let a good legacy to our next and next generations. So I thought the Empire, which I will do a music video in debut January, but I will be the only one because the production, it will be in Tunisia, and I am the only one now in Tunisia, in my hometown in Sousse. So it's gonna be quite a progressive music video, let's say. The music video will be progressive. Even the song, it's quite progressive in terms of riff, of guitar's riff. It's quite progressive. If you concentrate too much in it, you will feel the aftertaste of the progressive side of Myrath in the last years, in the riff. And of course, it has a very big, spacey chorus that's made on purpose. We wanted a very good riff, progressive riff, and that very simple main vocals, and then on the chorus, very spacey. The Empire never dies. And when I say the Empire, it's the empire of Mother Nature. So it's quite interesting how it started from the riff. All started from this riff. And then we said, what we should do? We have to continue like in the hitting, or we have to smooth it around to make it more progressive. Then it came by itself, and it came like very oriented, and then it builds up, can we live in to the bitter, and then the empire never dies, and then it goes back to the riff as the main chorus. So yeah, for me it's a very special song, and that's why I choose that song, particular song, to make it a music video.
So now that you tell me this, let me tell you that some days ago we interviewed Kobe Fari, because now in December they are going to release a live album, and Kobe declares that they consider that Myrath is following the steps of the Oriental metal in music and style. And now that you tell me that the new CD is very different because you are looking for a wider audience, let me tell you something, or ask you something that is related to this. Do you think that are you going to lose the Oriental parts or continue with the Oriental parts?
I will ask you a question. Have you felt that we lost the Oriental completely, or lost the Oriental aspect of our song, of our style in this on this album? What do you think? Like, really?
I will tell you the truth. I say no, but I need the answer for you. For example, Orphan Land has become from different musical style, but is still keeping the Oriental.
I know.
What are you going to do? Myrath, what is going to do?
No, we are going to follow the same thing as this album. I mean, you will hear another Karma, but another melodies. But it will be another. This style will be our style. This path and this new way of composing will be our way. We will not completely throw out the Oriental part. No, it's never. We will always keep it, but it's gonna be like this album, or maybe better.
Yes.
Because we have already seven songs for the next album.
Perfect. This is good news. I wait that it won't take 2 years or more to release an album. Now that you were talking about the Oriental, we were talking about the Oriental rhythm. Did you follow new music, new players related to your kind of music?
We follow everyone. We don't have a preference, but we follow everyone. We follow all kind of music, not only metal. It could be pop, it could be classical, be pop music, it could be metal, because you get inspired from many styles. You can find. I can find, for example, some some melodies, for example, from a pop song or from a classical song. Yesterday, I was listening to Andrea Bocelli, and I heard a song, Portofino. He was singing a song called Portofino. It's classical, you know. It's such an amazing song that gave me an idea, that inspired me to make a melody, another melody. It's not the same melody, of course, but inspired. That's the classical song of Andrea Bocelli that inspired me, you know. So yeah, we follow a lot of new music, new musicians.
In April, you were touring to South America, and in September you were to Prog Power USA.
Prog Power USA.
Yes. Are you working on rising your popularity across the ocean?
Of course, because since 20 years they were claiming, they're claiming us to play in Latin America. I mean, in Mexico, Peru, Brazil, Chile. Unfortunately, we didn't went to Chile because of government issues and visas issues and stuff like that. Brazil, Argentina, which else? Mexico. I think I said it. Yeah, I mean, since all these years, people, they were like starving to see Myrath, and I mean it. I mean, when I went, I didn't believe it. When I went there, I believed. I saw the diehard fans of Myrath, more than Europe, more than Japan, more than even Tunisia. It's something. Expect the unexpected.
Yes.
like our last album, like Karma. It's expect the unexpected.
When are you coming to Europe and Spain to introduce the new CD?
May, June.
May, June.
Yes.
Perfect. So, okay, Zoher, this is basically our questions. If you have something to say, our listeners, and
no, I want to thank you, Tony. I want to thank you. I want to thank all your fans and all our listeners, and say hola to all our crazy Spanish fans. It's such a pleasure to come to Spain every time. It's like going to a stadium, you know, with ole, and it's so great. I love the Spanish crowd. It's special. You cannot find it anywhere else. So thank you so much again, and hope to see you in May.
You're welcome, Zaher. I really appreciate this conversation. I hope to see you in Spain. In Spain, here you are very popular, even between musicians. There are a very singer called Leo Jimenez, who always say, the singer say always, I always listen to Myrath. And this
say hi to him from me. Say hi to him from me, and I hope to meet him one day. I hope, for sure.
Yes. So, thank you very much one more time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Muchas gracias a ti. Chao.
Bye. Ciao.